was Jimmy, I would honestly retire. I would honestly retire.
Why?
Well, you've already got what, $100 million bucks.
Yep.
You've already got well, whatever. But I'm assuming he's made some kind of decent investments. He must be up to about 100 mil, right?
Sure.
And the thing is, you're 100 mil, right? And what I would do in his situation, why bother getting hit, right?
Why?
Unless somebody's dumb enough to give you 27 million a year, in which case, yeah, why not, right? But
because I'll just get hurt and I'll get the money one way or another.
Yeah, but on a $6 million contract, why bother? And the thing is, if you've got, I'm just keeping the mathematics simple, but if you've got $100 million in the bank, right? And the thing is, just go and find a really smart financial advisor, right?
Yeah. Yes.
And I would even do it for him for a small fee. But you can honestly, you can make 30 to 50% easy. 30% easy. Well, there's $30 million a year. That's more than you'd be paid for throwing the ball around. So you can just sit on the beach and relax. So Jimmy, I don't know, go back to Chicago, maybe open up a pizza shop or something, whatever. And
retire, relax.
Why bother? You're 29, you're good looking.
You have $85 million in the bank, or $100 million. Why get cut? Go to another team and play, be a backup for like $10 million. Why do that?
Unless you really desire playing, right?
Doesn't look like it. I've never seen that from him.
I don't see that from him.
No, I don't.
I don't see that. He's more worried about not getting hurt. So if that's what you're doing, well, there's no point in being there. And honestly, Ryan Fitzpatrick is the man. Forget Andy Dalton. Ryan Fitzpatrick is the man. Trust me on this. And you know me, Grant. All my messages since February, if you can pluck out one where I've been wrong.
Oh, it's never happened. And look, here's the thing. Also, when you compare Dalton to Fitzpatrick, I would think that Fitzpatrick would be cheaper because he's older.
Yeah.
I think you could get him on a 1-year deal. I love it.
And he'll come because he'll want that option. He's gonna want to hand it off to Mostert. He's gonna want to give it to Debo. He's gonna want to be there.
He's gonna want to throw to George Kittle. Yes,
because it's not the money. It's not the money. It's not always about the money. So
he wants to play.
Gonna be there. Rosen has so much potential, more potential than possibly anyone in the draft. So forget the draft.
Yes.
Right. Yes. Forget that. Like even that 12th pick.
No.
I think, I think I saw a mock draft that had JC Horn at about 28 or 30 or something. Fantastic. Trade down. I'll have him because I need somebody to play DK. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll pick an O-line. There's quite a few O-line players throughout the draft, right? So I'll trade down the 12. But see, the 49ers, they're not very bright. They'll most likely trade up to number 2 and get Zach Wilson, who's going to be a bust, and that's the end of the story. So and that's my concern for the Niners. They just keep making bad executive decisions. Bad. So
that's what we're here for. The next show we do is going to be called Executive Decision Making 101.
Yeah. So
we're just going to say, look, Niners, just let us take over. You don't have the skill set. It's what Anthony and I do. Let us make the decisions from now on.
Yeah. So really, Kimmy K, let her go. Let her go. She's beautiful, but let her go.
Yes. You don't need a popular quarterback. You need a good quarterback.
Yes.
Sebastian, real quick, says, and you can re-sign everyone and trade back in the draft. That's right.
Exactly.
Cutting Jimmy Garoppolo is the key to the offseason. I love it.
It's a big one. It's a big one. And from my messaging, I wanted to trade Jimmy last year because that solved everything. Remember, right?
Yes.
Guess who's the other player that nobody's talked about this? But guess who's the other player that I wanted to trade out last year? Right?
Tell me.
And that was Richard Sherman.
Ooh.
Yeah. Because look at this. Look at this. He was just a Pro Bowler, right?
Yes.
He was a Pro Bowler corner, right?
Yes.
There are teams out there that would have wanted him, right?
Yes.
For that 1 year, right?
Yes.
And we might have got a second round pick, maybe. I mean, he's a Pro Bowler.
Absolutely.
Everybody was like, we might have got a second-round pick, right? Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Now this is the interesting thing. If you asked me the question, if just by magic, I could have any receiver in the entire competition, any receiver, it's DK Metcalf.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's DK Metcalf. And the reason is why? Because he's big, he's fast, he's exactly the type of receiver that I want in my team, right? Now, here's the interesting thing. Get rid of Sherman, and look what happened. He got injured. Well, that was predictable, right? And I saw him during the season, and I saw him in the Super Bowl. I saw him get burnt. I didn't want him on the team anymore because I don't want to only play zone. I want the option. Okay?
Agreed. Right.
So imagine if we got rid of Sherman. That would have been fantastic. He did nothing for the year, right?
Right.
We got the number 2 pick, right?
Right.
And who do you think I wanted as a second-round pick? Now, I've just told you the type of receiver that I like. Do you know
who was available in the second round this year?
Do you know who I wanted?
Tell me. Claypool.
Yep. I wanted Claypool.
Yeah.
Right? And the thing is, a lot of people were high on Mims, right?
Right.
Look at this.
Too.
A lot of people were high on Mims, right? I think including yourself, right?
Right.
But here's the difference. And I'm looking at it like from a totally different perspective. And here's the thing. Mims and Claypool, same speed, right? Whatever they did, 440 or whatever it was, right?
Yeah.
But Mims was like 207 or 210.
Yep.
Claypool's 245. That is exactly the player that I want as a receiver. Exactly. And he was right there for Richard Sherman. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. You see? And it's the executive, because there are 2 parts to the season. There's the regular season and there's the off season. You need to make fantastic executive decision makings in the off season.
Well, their decision last year was to bring back everyone except for DeForest Buckner. So I'd say that was a bad decision.
That was bad. That was so bad.
Bring back everyone except for your best player.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah. And Bruce Arians after the Super Bowl, he said, "Look, it wasn't me. It was all the assistant coaches, and it was the players and all that," which was a lovely thing to say. But the thing that he's forgetting, the executive decision making during the off season, which is what he did.
Yep. That's true. He didn't have to be all on the details. He just had to make the one decision. He just had to say yes to Tom Brady. And you know what? That was too much for the 49ers.
Exactly. So imagine if we had the correct play calling and executive decision making we showed in last week's show in the Super Bowl, right? The 49ers would have won the Super Bowl, yes?
Right.
Okay. So look at it this way. If I was sitting next to Kyle Shanahan in that Super Bowl, 100% we win it, right?
100%, right.
I showed you last week. It was simple, right?
Right.
And then imagine during the off season, if I'm hanging out with Kyle in the meetings, deciding who to get, who to keep, who to let go, all that sort of stuff, right?
Right.
We win the Super Bowl again this year. We're back to back.
Back to back.
How easy is that?
I know.
How easy is that? Back to back. And now we've got 7 rings. I mean, oh my God.
In America, there's a thing called a conservator. Like Britney Spears has a conservator, her dad. She's not allowed to make any decisions. Kyle Shanahan needs a football conservator, and it can be us. Just you draw out your plays, express your creativity. You don't get to make any decisions, none. That's what you and I are there for. And I think we can be the Niner. We can be Kyle Shanahan's conservator.